Hello, good evening. First of all, let me thank all the Professor Castells and all the speakers for this great session, inspiring session. As you know, we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the IN3, and the celebration was exactly to have this seminar or this event today. So thank you very much to all of you for the effort you have been putting to set up this meeting. And then now let me start in the proper way. So first of all, Professor Castells, and now Minister, Director of IN3, members of the Executive Board, researchers, ladies and gentlemen. In 1976, Nature published an opinion article titled "No University Without Research." It included a warning to the Open University that no higher education institution could focus solely on education because it is the interaction and synergy with research that both characterizes it as an institution and guarantees the quality of its teaching. In short, research is not the only factor, but in terms of universities, it is compulsory, it is necessary. There has been a reassertion of the vital need for research to take its proper place alongside teaching. That's what the quote. Obviously, this article was not talking about the UOC. It didn't exist. Rather, its British namesake, founded in 1969, which, following these warnings, was able to correct its course. We did not need any of these warnings here at the UOC. The very decree founding the university a quarter of a century ago explicitly stated that research was essential. And 5 years on from the walk, the founding of the Internet Interdisciplinary Institute, IN3, reinforced the university's commitment to research. The IN3 was pioneering in research into the interactions between digital technologies and human activity. This focus, which at the time was as original as it was disruptive, was aided by the involvement of our colleague and friend, the researcher and now Minister, Professor Manuel Castells. He was a founder and later a director of the Institute. But above all, he was a researcher and an inspiration. The history of the IN3 is intertwined with his name and his research. In these first 20 years, the IN3 has consolidated its position of leading research, not only within, but also beyond the UOC, especially in the field of the network society. Right now, the IN3's different research groups produce a third of the UOC's articles each year, are awarded half of the external research funding, and in 2020 alone organized some 50 activities involving 4,500 people from around the world. Looking beyond the numbers, which you can find in the Institute's reports, I would like to highlight its role as a trailblazer, spearheading progress, opening the way, and being the vanguard in order to go further, always through excellence. The success of the initial approach and the consistent progress since have acted as both an example and an inspiration for others. The IN3 studies the interaction between technology and human sciences, and each step forward has been the result of a natural evolution. From that first core focus on the effects of technology on society, different lines have emerged focusing on the new areas of research and innovation. The interaction between technology and teaching led to the creation of the eLearn Center. The coming together of technology and health prompted the creation of the eHealth Center. And the links between technology and the arts and creativity led us to recently unveil ACTE, our Art, Science and Technology Hub. This institutionalized research has also branched out into other groups and individual researchers who have drawn inspiration from the Information Age Trilogy to pursue rewarding research of their own. In short, the institutions, the groups, and the individuals' research all share a common principle, a commitment to research and knowledge. This commitment was true for the UK's Open University in 1976, as I said earlier. It was also true 20 years ago, as the IN3 made its first steps and is still true for the present and the future. It is true for the challenges set by the 2030 Agenda and for the crisis brought on by the pandemic. It is true because, as Mariana Mazzucato, economist and the UOC's next honorary doctorate, said recently, it is not enough to get back to normal, we need to build back better. So the current digital transformation represents an excellent opportunity, given that, as anyone who has tried to turn back the tide knows, that the wisest way to get ahead is to ride the waves. The Catalan university system in general, and the UOC in particular, have made a clear commitment, and despite the difficulties, we have stayed the course. Evidence of this can be found in the strategic plans rolled out in the last few years and in our recent performance. As a unique institution and a hub in a global system, we want to play an active part in the future of digital transformation, putting ourselves in the shoes of the people studying, training, upskilling, researching, and showcasing this research. In short, people creating tomorrow's world. And this, in good part, is what the IN3 has been doing for the last 20 years. And that's what Professor Manuel Castells has inspired us. And may they continue to do so for many years to come. Thank you very much.